he's gonna do it.
Oh yeah, he's gonna do it. Yep.
Oh!
Welcome to the party. Oh, that's a good one.
That's what you call enticing. He didn't really want to, but he did it. Oh, baby. God, that's a fat fish. Look at the belly on that fish.
Yeah.
That joker is fat. Mama said there'd be a few days like this. It's starting to turn into one.
All right, so we are late to the party today. It's Arkansas, it's the middle of winter, and we're on Lake Erling. We're not afraid to tell you that because this lake is no secret at all. As a matter of fact, the game warden just checked us before we came in. He said, you guys are late to the party. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, there were about 40 boats here today. Last Tuesday, there were 67. I said, during the week? He goes, welcome to Arkansas. This is some of the best fishing we have here. It's no secret. Everybody knows. You're not gonna tell anybody that things they haven't heard before. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna show up. You can see where the sun is right there. It's late in the day. It's 2:30, 3 o'clock. Sun goes down at 4:30. We just arrived. We're gonna see if we can still catch some slabs here in Razorback country. Come with us. Enjoy a day here in the natural state.
Oh, he saw it.
Oh, he's gone. He's caught.
Oh
yeah, he's
baby.
caught.
That's a whitehead. Oh yeah, a little chunky fish,
Oh,
boy.
dude.
That's a pretty fish. That's a white fish, which I believe this lake that we're fishing today is gonna have all whites. And look at that joker there. That's a good one to get started on, boys.
We'll take him.
Oh, that's a good one too. That is a decent fish right there, boys. Come to daddy.
Ooh.
Come on in there to daddy. That's what I'm talking about. Baby. God, that's a better fish. That's a good fish. Let me net him here. Ooh, nice fish.
Ooh.
What a fish. Nice one. That's the biggest one yet.
Look at
Best
that.
fish of the day so far, but we're gonna beat this one.
Eric, show people the difference in what we're talking about with the different species here.
Well, that's a white crappie. We've been fishing. We fished in other places this morning, and this is a white crappie. I can tell by looking at them, but there's a difference in the number of dorsal fins on a white crappie and a black crappie. You also have a hybrid, which is a mix. They all, get big. I mean, whites are, in certain parts of the country, whites are more, dominant, and in certain, down south, it seems like blackfish are more dominant, but that's a pretty white fish there. He told you earlier, we're on Lake Erling today, and it's mostly whitefish here. These whitefish don't seem to school up in the wintertime like blackfish do. This morning we fished schooled up blackfish, and I told you that when it gets cold, water gets in the 50s, those blackfish school up. We're chasing individual fish today. We hadn't seen anything together. We've seen one here and one there, and we're just kind of picking off singles today, and those whitefish are known for that. Oh, I had to play with him, but he finally stroked on it, baby. Come on in here, boy. That ain't a bad one.
Your net.
Uh-oh. Almost lost the net, but I didn't. We had to play with this fish a good while for him to bite. That's a nice fish. There's boats all around us out here. I mean, he can pan. I mean, pan back there. I mean, there's boats everywhere. There's 4 or 5 here, 10 back there. These fish are skittish. They've been pressured. We can tell. We just put a little scent on these baits and tried to help out a little bit, and about the 3rd cast on him, I done cast 10 times on this same fish. About the 3rd cast, I got one pretty close to him, and I don't know if the scent helped or not, but we caught him after we put scent on, so we're gonna stick with it for a little while. All right, guys, we're gonna go over what we used this afternoon. We showed up here, bite was really slow. Had to change baits several different times. We used some scent, we used some fireballs, we used fire gel, anything we could do to try to get a bite. It heated up here late. We started catching a lot of fish late, and it turned out being a great day. But first of all, we started out with some fire minnows. You saw that one on there, the first 4 or 5 fish we caught. It kind of got slow. We went to a thermocline bait, just a smaller. I tried to downsize a little bit. Here's your thermocline, but it's just a small minnow, a 175 minnow. That stopped working. We put gel and everything on it also to get a few extra bites. Then I found these little swimmer tails. That's a pink and chartreuse swimmer tail. I don't know the brand of it. I just had a little pack of them in there in a Ziploc bag in the boat, and we threw it on. So, you know, we changed baits a lot today to catch these fish. We ended up, the jig head we ended up with is a 1/8 ounce Grenada Lake Tackle Company head. And that's a 1/8 ounce, like I said. The rod is a Dobbins EC Special 7-footer. That's what Gary and I are both using this afternoon. The reel is just, like I said before, any 1000 series reel. This is a Daiwa 1000 series with K9 6-pound high vis fluoro, and that's what we used all afternoon. Ended up having a great day. We probably, I would say we caught around 40 fish this afternoon when we ended the day. And Gary's still over here pecking at one now, but that's our gear check for the day.
Somebody made a mistake.
I dropped it in his wheelhouse, boy. You put it in the wheelhouse, I ain't got no choice. Oh yeah. There we go. You know, we show up to a lake sometimes it's really clear, a clear water lake, and y'all have heard me say before, I'm not a huge color guy. I use, you know, 3 or 4 different colors usually, but my rule of thumb is, and look, everybody's different. My rule of thumb is, in you know, dirty water, I try to use a little bit brighter color. You know, in clear water, I use a natural color, a gray, black, you know, shad color, monkey milk, everybody likes. Dirty water, we use brighter colors sometimes. You know, I learned that in Mississippi because, you know, Grenada Lake over there is usually so muddy, and they use orange, bright green colors there, and pink, even pink, you know, a bright pink color. But that's kind of how we choose our bait, you know, color choices here today. This water here is a little murky, or a lot murky, about 1.5 foot visibility here. So we got, Gary and I both, I'll show you the bait here. Gary and I both got a bright, it's like a white and a chartreuse with a bright Grenada Lake Tackle Company orange head on, just something bright that I guess they can see it a little bit better in that murky water. But that's kind of how we choose our bait. There's another one right there, Gary. There we go. Oh, baby. Boy, them fish are fat. God, they're fat. They are healthy here at Lake Erling, that's for sure. Healthy fish. I told you the bite's tough. We're gonna try a few balls. We're trying anything we can to get these fish to react a little quicker. We've caught plenty of fish, but like I said earlier, I've said it 5 times, they're real lethargy today. I'm gonna show you, I changed color jigs also. We were using a Fire Minnow earlier. I'll show it to you guys later, but I put a little thermocline on here with, I'm using just a Crappie Fireball. That adds a little color too. We're gonna give this a shot and see what happens. Gary's using some gel right now, and I'm using some, I'm gonna start trying these old Fireballs out. This is the garlic. This is the chartreuse garlic.
Talk him into it. First cast after he put the Fireball on, and it could be a good one.
Oh, it is good. That's a blackfish. Old black daddy. Look at that big old blackfish right there.
First one today.
All right, now I'm gonna show you all the difference. We were talking about whitefish and blackfish earlier. Show you the difference. This is a blackfish. He's all speckled up. You can kind of tell. This is a whitefish. See how he's got the vertical lines coming down? You know, he's got some specks on him too, but you can definitely see those vertical lines on that fish. That's you know, one main way to tell. If that fish don't have any vertical lines on him, it's usually a, you know, a black crappie. I couldn't get it out fast enough. We're taking, baby, we're taking. Nice fish. Nice fishy.
Need the net?
Oh, come on in here, baby.
You did say as the sun goes down.
Man, oh man, getting a little bit bigger. Hey guys, we have had a ball this afternoon. As you can tell, we caught some really nice fish. We're putting these little 7-footers to work this afternoon, man. Dobbins 7-footer. Man, wintertime, not, you know, I say not a lot of people, there were a lot of people fishing this lake this afternoon here in Arkansas, Lake Erling. We came out, we stayed persistent, changed baits, put some scent on. We made it happen. The bite picked up late this afternoon, and we ended up catching a nice mess of fish this afternoon. Wintertime fishing is where it's at.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from Arkansas, where we're fishing on Lake Erling for the first time. This is located in Lafayette County, real close to the Louisiana line. Now, it is no secret to anybody. This lake was actually built in 1956, and it was made as a water supply for a mill done by the International Paper Company. It is now approximately 7,100 acres when full, and what's interesting enough is if the information we're reading on these signs is correct, it is a maximum depth of 23 feet, mostly shallow. There's a lot of timber in this lake. Now, we came out here today really at the end of the day. You know, we spent a lot of time talking to the game warden. He checked our licenses like he did everybody else. And he said to us, guys, you're late to the party. Everybody's already been here. There's been 30-something boats today. You should have been here last week. There were 65 boats. And it just showed us that every fish in this lake seemed to be really picked over, seemed to be really skittish. But that was a good opportunity for us to come out here. And you see Eric used several different baits today. These two guys came out here and they actually tried our fire minnows for the first time. Now, Eric didn't want to try them because he's so set in his ways. He wanted to focus on what he uses every day. But ironically, more than half of the fish we caught out here were on those fire minnows that he normally wouldn't use. Why? Because he's never seen them before. He also used two other baits that you saw here today as well. Now, in the beginning, they didn't use a lot of scent. However, when they realized what a pain in the butt it was to get some of these fish to bite, they switched over and they started to use some of the crappie fireballs, and they used some of the fire gel. Now, Gary had gone to a different lake earlier in the day and fell in love with fire gel. Why? Because he realizes he could dip his lure in there and not have to reapply often, and the smell is still there. Now, you'll see we caught some really nice fish, and while it may look like we were there for a long time, we got on the lake about, I would say, 2:45, 3 o'clock, and we were gone by 4:45. And you see us catch dozens upon dozens of beautiful crappie here in the wintertime. Now, we're told this lake fish is good all year long. It may slow in the summer when it gets a little hot, but it's a no secret lake loaded with crappie that you should have on your list. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.